Erie police were involved in a late-night high-speed chase that landed one man in jail. He is facing a number of charges. And a 15-year-old male walking home last night is robbed at knife point. Police are searching for the suspect.
We spoke to local bikers, find out how they're celebrating the life of community leader Ralph Pontillo.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. One man is behind bars after leading police on a high-speed chase through the streets of Erie. According to police, this happened last night around 9 p.m. Police tried to pull over a car on West 18th Street when it sped off. The chase ended at 18th and Holland, where the man was arrested. The 31-year-old is facing several charges, including evading and eluding and tampering with evidence. He is currently in the city jail awaiting arraignment. Erie police are investigating a late-night shooting. According to police, this happened on the 300 block of East 39th Street Friday evening. When they arrived on scene, they found several gun casings. No injuries were reported. A 16-year-old boy was robbed at knife point last night while walking home. According to Erie police, the armed robbery happened around 6 p.m. on the 1100 block of East Lake Road. Police have issued a warrant for a 15-year-old black male who will be charged as an adult under the Fisher bill. The victim was unharmed. Here now are the latest COVID-19 numbers for Erie County, the state, and the surrounding regions. The State Department of Health reporting 10 new positive cases of COVID-19. That brings the cumulative number of cases to 1,421. The Department of Health reporting 920 additional positive COVID-19 cases today, bringing the statewide total to over 143,000 cases. There were 25 new deaths reported, bringing that total to 7,862. Crawford County reporting 245 cases tonight. Warren County continues to report 40 cases. Chautauqua County reporting 558 cases. And Ashtabula County, Ohio reporting 624 cases. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden calling President Trump's campaign events reckless rallies. And a new report claims Trump officials interfered with CDC reporting on the virus. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert with the story.
A new report released by Politico claiming Trump officials purposely interfered with CDC reports on COVID-19. According to the article, staff within the administration openly pushed for CDC reporting to better align with President Trump's optimistic claims. A spokesperson for the Department of Health and Human Services tells ABC News, "Our intention is to make sure that evidence, science-based data drives policy through this pandemic, not ulterior deep state motives in the bowels of CDC." Former Vice President Joe Biden has been critical of the president's handling of the coronavirus pandemic in a statement this morning, calling his campaign events reckless rallies. As the 2020 campaign enters the home stretch, the president taking to Twitter, telling voters in North Carolina to send in ballots early, adding, "Go to the polling place to see if it was counted. If not, vote." Twitter flagging the tweet, saying it violated the site's rules about civic and election integrity. North Carolina's Attorney General Josh Stein also responding, telling voters, "Do not do what the president directs," adding voting twice is a felony, instead advising voters to track their vote online with ballot tracks. And there are new warnings of foreign interference in U.S. elections. Microsoft says it detected and stopped a series of cyber attacks from hackers in Russia, China, and Iran, including what it says were unsuccessful attacks on people associated with both the Trump and Biden campaigns, echoing concerns of election interference back in 2016. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, Washington, D.C.
For all your local and national election news, head to our website, yourerie.com. A celebration of life. Last September, well-known Erie businessman Ralph Pontillo passed away, but friends, family, and community members came out to remember his life and to raise money for a cause he deeply cared about. Chelsea Swift has the story.
He was extraordinary, and this turnout shows how much he was loved and how much he is missed. And he would be so humbled and so proud that people a year later are coming together for a common cause to remember him and to support fallen riders.
The Erie County Fallen Riders Fund raises money for motorcyclists who have been in an accident and their families. The organizer of the event, John Cray, says he's glad the Manufacturing and Business Association could be part of the memorial.
We want to remember him in our memory, but we also want to celebrate his life. So today is an opportunity for us to do that and raise some money for a good charity.
One member of the community saying he knew Ralph Pontillo personally, and despite Roar on the Shore being canceled, this memorial ride is equally as important.
Without having a Roar on the Shore, this is the next best thing. This is very special to me because Ralph Pontillo was in my band. He was one of our singers. We had the three Pontillo brothers. This was in the early 90s.
And another member of the community says she misses working with Pontillo.
I miss the energy. I miss his personality. I miss so many things about him. And I know that for those of us here at the MBA, we have so many wonderful memories of working with Ralph.
Chelsea Swift, Jet 24 Action News.
And folks were doing their part in keeping Erie clean and getting some green in return. Today, the Erie Downtown Partnership kicked off its Clean and Green project. Volunteers are assigned a region of downtown to clean and weed the streets. Now, for their work, they get a $10 gift card that can be used at a downtown business.
To keep up with the cleaning downtown and to put a little money back into the downtown economy.
And the Erie Downtown Partnership did a cleanup earlier this summer and plan on doing them every Saturday during September. Erie Insurance is helping them with a sponsorship. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11, if you drove by Mill Creek Mall this afternoon, you might have seen nearly 100 Jeeps in the parking lot. We'll tell you about the invasion. That's after a first look at the forecast. Hey, Tom.
Hello to you, Brian. Nice and dry for today. Not the same for tomorrow. More weather details after the break.
From your news leader, you're watching Brian Wilk. Meteorologist Craig Flint